So today I'm back at Charing Road Cemetery, opposite Morrison's in Folkestone, and I've just literally got back from having a few words taken from Carole, and she is a part of the Friends for Folkestone Cemetery. I'm going to put the link in the description. So basically this is a local cemetery here in Folkestone. As you can imagine, there's loads of local history, but there's other history here. I'm going to do a few more videos from here, from this cemetery, having words from Carole and her brother Rob and other people if they would like to take part. And basically it's just promoting, if you would like to call it, promoting local history and Folkestone as it is. So yeah, I've just literally got back from having a few words from Carole, and they're about to go home now. So they're here from 10:30 to 1:30 every Saturday, and hope you enjoy. Oh, and by the way, this is where I took part in the EVP session, starting from here down this way. So yeah, near the White Garden. Hope you enjoyed the next video. Hope you enjoy. Big up. Subscribe, comment.
Okay.
So what's your name? Carole.
Carole, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to do an introduction? Or?
Yeah, that's your sort of. So who are you? Your position in the graveyard?
I don't have
cemetery?
a position. I'm dog's body.
Okay, so you're volunteers, ain't you, for the cemetery?
Yes, we're all volunteers working in the cemetery.
Right.
We all belong to the Friends of Folkestone Cemetery group.
Yeah.
Which was set up by Jan.
And so this is the White Garden.
Yeah, this is the White Garden.
I'm going to do a close video. And how come you've done the White Garden?
Well, we've always been told that this is a place where the stillborn babies were buried. And back in the 1960s, they were just taken away from their mothers and buried quietly, not usually in a grave. We were told some of them might be in this bit of garden as it's separate. And because there are snowdrops, if you come in the spring, there are snowdrops all the way up the path, which we were told were planted there in memory of these babies. So we've just set up the White Garden really as a place of remembrance, these little souls. It's been going 2 or 3 years now, so we're hoping it's beginning to settle down.
Right, yeah, so this place here is a morgue, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how do you pronounce it properly?
Mortuary.
Right, and what do they do here for in the times of the babies and?
Well, they might have put the babies in there. The mortuary is where.
What kind of babies? What like?
These are stillborn babies.
So no parents and stuff like this.
They had Well, they had parents, but their babies. We call them born sleeping these days.
Yeah.
The ones that never drew breath, or perhaps ones that only lived for a minute or two after birth. Well, we don't know really. I mean, times were different then.
Yeah.
We're looking at the 50s. They may have been put in the mortuary. They may just have been brought in. Sometimes we're told they were put in the bottom of a grave if they had an open grave, just quietly, but without any records of any sort being kept of them. So we really don't know. So this is a memorial garden. This is the only building left of all the ones that were here. There were 2 chapels and 2 chapels of ease over the gateway and the mortuary originally. The chapels were all taken down, and the mortuary is the only one left. It's where bodies rested before they were buried, if they weren't in the chapels of ease.
It's really interesting, really sad, really, when you look into all the stories about it.
Yeah, there are loads of stories. Well, everyone has a story, don't they?
Yeah, of course, that's it.
Yeah.
Every life is a story.
Yeah, that's it. There's about 15,000 graves and 27,000 burials in here.
Yeah.
Most of the graves have more than one person in.
Right.
So that's 27,000 stories.
A lot of history.
Yeah, it is. Everybody in Folkestone from 1857 when this opened onwards, well, nearly everybody is in here. The good, the bad and the ugly.
I was reading
the
a lot.
mares.
This book that I was lent, Grave Stories.
Yes.
it mentioned a lot about important figures, say, around
Yeah.
Folkestone, like the mayor.
Yep, I
And
can
there's
show you
a
where.
Freemasonic.
Yes, we've got some masons in here. One of the most interesting mayors we've got is the one that had to do with the Belgian refugees. He's down on the corner here. I'll think his name in a minute. Penfold.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause there's a Penfold street or road
There
up
is,
the road.
that's right.
Yeah.
You want to walk down and see
Yeah.
that? Is that, yeah?
That'd be lovely. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's the one who's got the picture, which is now in the museum, I think, isn't it? Where he's welcoming all the refugees
That's
off the
it, yeah.
boat.
So I personally myself, I've never done any history around the local area. It's always been the Romans or
Oh, yeah, they do.
what you
don't
got
they?
taught in the school, really. But
Yes.
it's more interesting to me.
Yeah, but it's local, isn't it? We've also got Edith Ivy Weston, who had a lot to do with the refugees as well. She was on the committee. She got the British Empire Medal and a Belgian medal as well for her work welcoming the refugees. They provided tea, coffee, milk, squash, apples and things for them when they arrived. This is Penfold, this big one here on the corner, and his wife. So I think she was behind him all the time, doing a lot
Strong woman.
of the work as well.
A strong man needs a strong woman behind him. That's a fact.
Unfortunately, it's not very easy to read now. This is him. You can make out Penfold, excuse me. There, John Penfold.
The older they are, the more you can't read of it because it's the weather as
Well, it
well. And then
depends, yes, they do get weathered, but that one was a JP, just standing here, looking at him. Look, James, right, wait, James something Percy, JP. So we have all the great and the good, and the smugglers as well.
yeah, I was reading about that, the smugglers. I
Yeah.
don't know.
They're probably a bit harder to find.
All I heard about the smugglers, there's a little tunnel on the coast. That's all I know.
Well, there was a lot of smuggling of brandy and lace and things at the time.
And wool at one point
Yes.
in the early 18th
Yeah,
century.
that's right. When there was a tax on wool, it was brought in.
So it's I was going to ask, what's the bloke, the famous bloke, Weston? No,
Yeah,
West.
Sydney Cooper Weston.
Yeah, that's it.
He's
I always
there.
get his name wrong.
Yeah.
Bless him.
See the white one there? There's
Right.
a chap called Bob that looks after that grave.
That's it, Bob Moland.
That's right, yes.
Big up, Bob. Everyone knows old Bob,
Do
and
they?
I
Oh, right.
do from
Okay.
since
Well,
baby.
He's taken on the care of this grave, and he had it repaired. He keeps it up really nicely. He looks at this one, and he looks at one up there of a young lad that fell off the cliff and was killed, that went to the same school as him. So yeah, this is Sydney Cooper Weston,
That's it.
who did a lot for the town, didn't
Yeah,
he?
because they've got a statue. Not statue, a fountain,
The fountain.
and it's dedicated to him.
That's right. And his wife Edith. And then, if I can find it, round the corner there, we've got his son, who was unfortunately killed in a car accident.
Okay,
I was reading about it the other day.
take a look at that.
Well, I say he was killed. He was knocked down and he got a bad fracture to his leg and then died of septicemia from it, having come through the First World War. He got septicemia. So, he's up here.
I know, I find that, well, not fascinating, but shocking, really. They go for all that
Yeah.
war,
Yeah,
bullets, shrapnel, and then they
Mind-
die off,
mind the holes.
and then they find something,
Yeah, that's a rabbit.
little buggers.
Got to find this one. Moment. No, can't find that one at the moment. It is here somewhere.
You see why it's hard to find them.
Slayed it. Oh, I think it's just 2 rows back.
Oh bloody hell, someone's laying there. Sorry mate.
No, just pass on that one for the time being, I think.
No worries.
Disappeared behind other things.
Do you know where the fisherman, the cook, his name is?
Cookie,
Yeah, that's him.
the smuggler turned
Yeah.
preacher. Yes, he's right down
I
there.
find him interesting, and because
Yeah.
his surname, I know a few people with the same surname, well, Cook.
Yeah, there are probably quite a lot.
Yeah.
I think Jan's just done a little video on him this morning. You'll probably find that on, I don't know, on Facebook or on our website later. He's got a
Yeah, I'll
big
put the
grave.
link down
Yeah,
there.
can't miss him. I can see him from here. You see that one sticking up there with the chain and the anchor on it?
Oh, that's it, yeah. I find
Yeah.
that fascinating in there. I was reading a lot about it in the book.
Yeah, because he started, his father was a smuggler. He was drowned, wasn't he, on the Jane? They say it was so loaded with things, there was a bit of a storm
That's it.
and it sank. But he started off smuggling as well, apparently. He had a vision of heaven and hell and was told he had to choose between the two and which one he would go to, and he chose heaven. So after that he stopped smuggling and turned to more missionary work. He started the Bible books for Seaman, didn't he?
Oh, right.
And
Oh,
the
that's
Seaman
interesting.
system. His wife made the first ones. That's him, that's his hat. He was very popular with the children. He used to go around on a Sunday. He had a regular tour around Folkestone, and he would give out little Bible books and things. He was followed to the graves by over 1,000 school children, I think. He was a very popular man.
Do you know when this? I don't know, but do you know when this was made? The
Well,
actual
it was-
statue, you know, like the hook and all this
I
stuff.
don't know whether that's an old anchor that was found and put on there, or whether
Yeah,
it was
probably
made
in memory of
for
him
it.
or something.
There will be a date on it. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the date. This is his wife in 1914. Oh, here we go. We went home September the 22nd, 1888. I think that's it, and was followed to the grave by upwards of 4,000 people, they say. And a lot of them,
That's
I
in
believe,
good
were
condition.
school children. Yes, that one. It depends on what sort of stone it was made from.
Yeah,
Depends a bit on money, as many of these things do.
I've noticed. Yeah,
But yes.
just if you're dying with a lot of money, where you go and put it, you can't take it to heaven or hell or whatever.
Or you can pass it on to your descendants.
Yeah,
They might pay for you to have a nice stone, and they might put up a cheap one and give you the money.
yeah.
I'm sure I've seen some like that when I thought, well, if he had all this money, why has he got such a nice stone? But you know about the Commonwealth War graves?
Yeah, I've not seen. Well, I don't think I've seen them.
Well, these are the Commonwealth War graves.
Right, so these are from the First World War, though, aren't they?
First World War
Yeah,
ones. There are a couple of people in here from the Second World War, but not
Right.
very many. Most of those are up in Hawkinge.
yeah.
These are First World War ones. So, yes, they're all kept up by the War Graves Commission. It looks after. There are some others, this sort, and then there's a family one as well. That one. That one's the brother of Walter Tull. You know Walter Tull, they call him the first black footballer, don't they? He was a Folkestone person, the first black army officer. He was mixed race.
Oh right, yeah, that's
really
him.
Black, yeah. This is his brother. He's lost in France. He was never found. And we have his parents, and I think a sister.
There's some things on the leaves to tell you about water, but I wasn't really interested at the time.
Right. But this is William. They say Walter. Walter was never found.
And how long have you been researching or to do with the cemetery, I assume?
Yeah, probably 6 or 7 years now. I'm trying to research and find a grave for all these people so that other people can connect to them, find out if they are their relatives.
That's it, yeah.
And we do get people. I've just cleared out a grave today for somebody who's in Australia. Whether you saw that on Facebook. You didn't see didn't see the comments. But when she came over in, it was probably 2014, I think, she said she couldn't find the grave, couldn't even see it. So I went to have a look. It's way up the other end, under the trees, so it had got buried under, I don't know,
history.
15 centimetres of, well, earth.
Yeah.
Leaves, rubbish. So we've dug it out today. You can actually see it now.
For everything you've researched, is there anything that, other than the children and the babies, anything that's outstanding or just sticks in your mind or something like this?
Well, I do a lot of research.
Yeah.
I must admit, I research it, I write it down and move on.
Yeah, anything that sticks in your mind every day to think, other than the baby situation.
Well, you think about the babies.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
There's a big plot 21 up there. It's got over 1,000 babies in it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Well, up to about the age of 2. And plot 1 down the bottom has got the same again. Very few headstones in there to remember them, which is quite sad, because people couldn't afford it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's a choice of food on the table or a stone for the baby.
Yeah.
You put food on the table, don't you?
Yeah.
So,
I like this, the handshake thing.
the hands, yes, that's a sign of a link, I think, to those that have gone before. There's a lot of symbolism.
Yeah, I love his symbolism in whatever way it is.
There's all sorts. I think that's what those are. Lots of flowers and things in here, of course, you know, on the stones. Sometimes signs of what they were, lots of crosses. There's someone, I can't find it, who's got the oars on it. He was a well-known rowing chap at the time, and he's got crossed oars. And there are a couple down there with horses' heads on. They were cab drivers.
Right.
And quite often their other cabbies paid for the stone to be put up in their memory. There are 2 with horses' heads on. And there's a gypsy boy down there as well, who lost his life trying to rescue a boy from a gravel pit.
Yeah.
Was put in the paper, presumably, and people donated money, because he was just a gypsy boy.
Yeah, of course, they don't have many money.
No.
Got to earn their own money.
And they put up a stone.
And probably back then there was outcasts, you know, like didn't want to help them, people like that.
Weren't very popular, most likely.
Right, thank you very much for your comments.
Okay.
It's okay to put this video on YouTube and let people know and everything.
That's fine.
I'll put some links on there for the cemetery, friends and all that stuff.
Yes, okay.
And yeah, I'll put this on YouTube in the next few days.
Okay.
But thank you very much for the words on camera and stuff.
No problem.